All right, really cooking along here on the build. Probably a good time for an update. Pause for a bit. None of this is scripted, so take it for what it is. This is more for a diary for myself than anything, but it's going really well. I'll put a couple clips together. Some of it might be redundant because it's not scripted, but here you go. Check it out. Okay, it's time to begin the next step. Pretty exciting. Gonna get this fuselage covered today, I hope, or at least started today anyway. The first step was to start masking everything off. Probably saw that from before, but we got the floor masked off and the insides, and then I've got some masking tape in this place here because I'm gonna have a nice glue line there. Also, scuffed anywhere the glue is gonna go and cleaned with MEK. Actually alcohol and MEK. And then this is gonna get pre-glued here, so I'll put some polytack down and let it dry. We got some tape around these zip ties that were up here just to keep it from chafing the fabric. And I've got all my control surface cables for the tail zip tied up here so we can access them after we've covered. We got everything blended in nice and smooth where the fabric's gonna go, and scuffed up. Put some tape on the fuel drain there in case it touches. I pulled the sump out of the bottom here and taped that over. What else can we say here? I'm gonna pre-glue on the window here as well. I got these in here for when I do that. Still got to finish masking the front here a bit. Also, one more thing before I get it covered up. Pretty much the first question I get from everybody about building this airplane is that the float kit? You can put on floats. And yeah, so the float fittings are here. They're covered in tape so that the bolts don't get full, but there's nuts welded in there on both sides, top and bottom. Just put some tape over those too. So yeah, this is a float plane. It will go on floats eventually, not right away. But yeah, that's some of my favorite flying to do is float flying, so we'll make sure that we get this thing on floats. Okay, first shrink, 250-degree shrink done on the bottom piece here. Got it all glued and wrapped around the edges, and burn the hole out here for the drain, and then cut out the belly panel here. There's a metal panel goes over here. You can see, so we can access all the electronics and control stick or torque tubes and all the stuff that goes in here. This is the bottom of the seat. Yeah, looking good so far. Woo! Okay, we're partway through covering this fuselage. We got the main envelope on here. You see it's all baggy. It hasn't been shrunk yet. If you look underneath here, that's what it looks like. That's 250. That's not full shrink. But yeah, the bottom's shrunk at 250. We'll do another 350 shrink to make it tighter. And cut that out there. But yeah, I got this was really tough. Thanks a lot to Em and my wife for helping out. Get this envelope put on. The pre-glued spots have been MEK'd on both sides. We started here and then worked our way forward. This was kind of a a tricky spot. It says in the manual and the videos to start with right on the seam. So I started, you can see there's 2 seams here. I split it over the middle. But up here at the top, it made a really weird, like baggy section. And so I did it twice, did it over, and it turned out this, the seam between the two. So this, between the 2 pieces was where it wanted to lie. So we have a sewn edge right here, but all this is baggy. It'll get super taut and look, you know, really clean and nice. The handle turned out great. A lot of stress on that, cutting these out. That'll get it patched too, but I got it good. I'm really surprised, you know, how straight I got these lines and how it's all working out. Got these brackets glued in. So we'll just wait for those 2 areas where the back windows are. Excuse me, wait to these 2 areas where the back windows are, maybe an hour or 2, to make sure that's fully dry before I start. I'm gonna cut this whole area out and glue it. And then once that's dry, we can shrink it on both sides. What do you think, Em?
Good.
Good?
Did you show them the inside?
Oh yeah, how about we check out the inside? Looking like an airplane, kinda.
And then at the finish, we're gonna paint it, and we might paint it all blue.
Maybe. That's, jury's still out on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And also, I really wanted a lightning bolt on the side too.
You want a lightning bolt, a Cub lightning bolt? All right, we'll think about it. Okay, on to the next step. Dang, excuse the mess. Can't believe how much I'm getting done today. This is, I know I say it a lot, but this was one of the massively scary things to do. Got all the fuselage fabric on, cut out, glued on. It's really baggy because I haven't shrunk it yet. So yeah, I'll wait for this glue to dry. Got the door sill in, got the window tracks in. Was really worried about how that was gonna work out. Worked out fine. As soon as this glue dries, I'll put a tightness on it, and then we can activate the MEK around the baggage door and get that going. So what a day, super exciting. Okay, we're super excited. We put a ton of work in yesterday and got the fuselage covered. And I got this lower part tight before we did the top part, but Em's gonna help me some more, and she's gonna iron the top part. So go ahead, give it a shot, see how it works out. So you just put it at 250 and you can kind of see it shrinking. Just move it real slow. Just hold it on there, move it real slow. You can start down at the bottom here. There you go. See it pulling tight?
Yeah.
You can leave it on there for a little longer. Yeah, there you go, slow like that. Look at that.
And then
Okay.
it'll start to getting tightened up.
Yeah, look at that, it's starting to get tight. So all the wrinkles start going away, it's shrinking up.
Wow. See when it gets smooth?
Oh yeah, look at that, it's getting
When
smooth.
When it's all tightened, it gets smooth.
That's right. All right, I don't know if there's much more satisfying than on this build than shrinking the fabric for the first time. Got the first 250-degree shrink on, all the way around. Looking really tight. Nice, perfect edge up there. All good. I got it tipped on its side and this weight up here because I activated that polytack with MEK. And then I put these sandbag weights on it just to make sure the glue gets nice and impregnated in the fabric here. Wow, this is looking sick. Super excited. You know, on a project that's this big with this many parts, it's really hard to stay motivated. Something like this really rejuvenates the motivation. Like I said, first 250 shrink on this. I got 350 on the belly, so it's not full taut, but it's really starting to look like an airplane. Turning out really good. You can see it's a little baggy here from the weights being on it, pushing down while this polytack dried that was activated with the MEK. So that'll be the next step, cutting that open, starting that, and putting all the tapes on the fuselage. All right, let's get back to work. Okay, I got this baggage door cut out. It's kind of scraggly looking, but that's for purpose. Had to cut it out anywhere where there's a bend so that I could iron in this lip here. There's a real subtle, like, I don't know, strong 1/8 inch lip that you got to get it glued in, and if you don't relief cut it, the fabric wants to bind. But it turned out really good. It's all in really tight in the lip there, and that's what we'll show. This is where the hinge will bolt, and then the door needs to fit inside this lip. So, all right, that's the first part done. I'll let that dry, and then I'll iron it around the corner, glue, iron it around again, wrap it to the inside. So, and then of course this will get a patch to go all the way around it to make it look clean. But yeah, so far so good. Okay, it's really late at night. Probably call it an evening. I gotta let this glue dry anyway before I work anymore with it, or has a chance of pulling away from that lip. So I guess I'll let it dry overnight. Like I said, it's pretty late. Happy Easter, everybody. Thanks a lot for the kind words and encouragement. It's really helpful in a project as daunting as this one. All right, take care. Thanks, bye.